folks, I've come back on to do some more stamping. So I'm just going to be using this one stamp, this lovely mistletoe stamp from Lavinia. And I'm going to be using a couple of colours, Shady Lane and Versafine Clear, and a little Ohuhu marker, which is Cool Grey. And you'll see what I'm going to do. I'm also going to do some sort of embossed lines as well. And yes, I'm just going to do two simple cards. So my base card for the first card, well, they're both the same size, both 5 inches squared. And then I've got a small panel here of my Ohuhu Mixed Media paper. That doesn't look very straight, that bit, actually. Let's see. Cut into a square, which is going to be stamped onto. So I've got that at 3 by 3. Just didn't look very straight. I don't think it is. So I'm just going to give it a wee... I think it's fine. It just doesn't look very straight. I'm sure it's fine. So that's going to go in the middle. But I want to emboss the base card first. So I'm just going to use the scoring tool on my trimmer, which is getting really mucky. And I think I'm going to have to buy a new one of these. Anyway, because I want it to be embossed to this front, what I have to do is turn it to the back side. So what I want to do, so don't get rid of my cutter, what I want to get, so I'm just going to come in on this side at 1, which is 1 centimetre. I don't often use centimetres, but I'm going to use it today. And I'll keep that away because I don't want the cutter. And I just want to come along just to about 3, not quite 3. I think that's so here. So just before 3. So it's like 2 3/4 roughly. So, and then I'm going to move it up to 2 centimetres. And I just want to come down to about 2.5 this time. So I can see on this side that said 2.5. So there's a slight difference. You can see that there. And then I want to do this on this side as well at the bottom. So this is going to be a wee bit more difficult for me to do. So actually what I will do, instead of doing it horizontally, I'll do it vertically. So what I'll do here is I'll find number 1 with my score line, and I'll go to number 1 on the score line, and then I'll pull down because I want it down at the bottom here. So I'm going down to 5 because the card's 5, and I'm going to go up to 3. To 3, which is here at the side. Okay, and then I'm going to move that score line to 2 centimetres and push it back up at 2, and then I'm going to score again, and I'm just going to do it to 3.5. 3.5. Well, it's not 3.5 actually, it's 2.5. So you can see that. So if I put that in the middle, you can just see these embossing lines there. Okay, so I just want to leave it like that. Right, so I'll put that to the side, and I'm just going to stamp out this lovely Lavinia stamp here. It's just beautiful. It's a lovely wee. So I'm just going to put a wee bit of lighter green on, and then I'm just going to put a tiny bit of the darker green on a few areas. And then maybe that'll need a bit more on the, yep. And then I'm going to see what it's like. If it's not any good, I can turn it round and I can just do it again on the other side. And it's fine. I'm not sure. Let me see what that looks like. I think I might try it on the opposite side. So, let's try again. So if I go mostly for this colour of green, maybe that's better. The darker, which is Shady Lane. And I'm just going to come in sort of more central this time. There we go. That's better. Yeah, I think that's better. So, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just see what that looks like that. Now, I think I need a little bit of a matte layer type piece of card. So, I'm just having a look over here to see if I've got anything in this pile of stuff that I could put. Now, I've got some stuff that was ink, alcohol inks, but I'm thinking probably that's not any use to put behind that. Don't know. Let's try it and see. If it doesn't look right, we can easily just do something else. So if we make it 3.5 squared, now that might be too big for what I want. It doesn't look too bad actually like that, but there's the piece of card underneath. It might just be too much going on there, and you might not see the embossing quite as much. No, don't think that's really what we're looking for. So let's just, I've got some paper at the back here which I can just stretch over and get. So I've got this nice kind of greeny blue colour, which is like brush, it's kind of like dry brushing, isn't it? So I think I'll cut this down to 3.5 squared. So it's got a lovely pattern on the other side as well. So let's do 3.5. And we'll see what. See if that looks quite nice. Let's see. So yeah, that looks a wee bit better, doesn't it? Now I'm just wondering if I can actually cut that a wee bit shorter to 2 3/4. Let's just see. 2 3/4. I need new blades again. Just going to trim it a bit more. Oh. Definitely need new blades. 2 3/4 is here. Oh, jings. Get that a bit more in the centre. It's just to try and get it a bit more central. It just looks quite big. So that is not what I originally had it at. So now I'm thinking, let's just chop that top piece just to make it a wee bit more square. Now this is going to be far too big. So that is 2 by 2. So if we make this 2.5 by 2.5, that should work. I just wasn't quite sure when I did it what it was going to be looking like. So That's fine. Let's pop that to the side. And let's just pop that in the centre, and then that can go on top, I think, and that looks quite nice. So what I was going to do with this cool grey, I was just going to give this a wee shadow so it doesn't look too flat, and then that just kind of gives it more of a 3D look like that. I did have some red glitter card as well, which might look good as well. That's probably why my blades are a bit yucky. No, I think we'll just go with the green just now. So we'll just pop that on now. Yep. So let's just pop this on to here. To this piece here. And don't get glue everywhere like me. And then I'm just going to pop that into the centre. Like that. Yep. Centre, see? Oh. Hopefully that's straightish. And that's my very quick, very simple stamped image for my first card. So the next card that I was going to do, what I thought I'd do for it was I'd pop this on the front, and that would be my front. But this is my base. So what I thought I was going to do, well, what I am going to do actually is I'm going to use that same stamp. Just get rid of this extra mess at the side of me. Was to get some washi tape or tape, masking tape, but I'm using washi tape, and I was going to put, just making sure you're in the centre, you can see, get rid of that, and I'm going to put 2 pieces of this in the centre. Hopefully that's straight-ish. Oh. And it's more or less in the centre. If it's not, well, you know. And I thought I would get my mistletoe and do a little bit of stamping with it. And I'll do one more into that edge, like that. And then I'm going to use the lighter green now as well, just to pop on in between. There we go. Shirley and Verdant. That. And then I probably want to do a little bit in between. So I'm just going to do a little bit of the stamp. I'm not doing the whole stamp, so I'm just doing a wee bit in between, like that. And the same here. Oh, didn't need the whole thing, but let's just wipe that off. So just the top part, says she, stamping the rest, and just doing a wee bit like that over the top in between. There we go. And another wee bit in between here, I think. There. Go. And then I'm just going to do another wee lot of stamping with some more of the Shady Lane, just to infill these kind of wee areas that are not completely covered. I think that's fine. So let's just pop these away, pop that to the side, and then I can take this off, and I should have a nice crisp line along here, and the same down the bottom. There we go, which is very nice. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to pop that onto the front of this card. Now, do I need some more of that green paper? I might. Let's have a look. Let's see if that... Oh, that's not quite so. That was... Let's see, this piece was... I think 4.5. So let's make this 4 3/4. I mean, it might look fine without it, but let's try it and see. So that would go on there, and that would just go on the top, which, yes, I think that looks quite nice. So let's pop that together as well. And you've got that movability with the glue, just to get them into place. Let me just make sure that's the right way. And that gives you a nice kind of little border as well around the base card. There we go, that's the other one. Now what I want to do now is, let's wipe that off, is I just want to get, I've got a black pen here, and I just want to do a line along here with, so I'm thinking, or will I? No, I don't think I'll bother, but I am going to write on it. So I'm going to write seasons greetings. Like that on it. And this one I'm going to write, I'm just doing my own handwriting, I can't think what I'll do here. I can write, I think, Merry Christmas. There we go. And I'm just going to pop a few bits of gems on. I'll just go around here with this pen again, just doing some extra shading on the little berries, because they're just white berries on mistletoe, not red like holly. So it just gives them a bit of shade and makes them look a wee bit more 3D. My cat is going loopy at the door because she can hear me. I've shut the door so she can't get in. And she's like, "Mum, let me in. Why are you not letting me in?" So let's just add a few gems and then we can finish up. So let's see. We can add any sort of green colours we have, but they're not very tasteful. There's a couple that are tiny wee green ones here. Let's see if I can get those off. They are so small, these. Oh, maybe I can put one. Oh, there's a wee bit sticking to that one there. Come on. Over here and one maybe over here off the page. Right. Okay, that'll do for that card. So that's that card. And this one, not use those. Let's just see what I've got. I've got loads, but not always appropriate for certain things. Excuse me. Let's see what big. Maybe some of them. They're quite big though. No, that's too big. I don't like them. I don't like them either. Let's just go for these wee diamantes. Let's just put one there. Oh, it's got some. One at that end. I think just one at the other end. That'll do. It's got a sticky bit on it as well. Hairy bit. Oh. So there we are with the Lavinia Mistletoe. So thanks so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed watching, and please let me know what you thought of the cards. And please share and give me a thumbs up, and if you can, please subscribe. And all the information will be in the information box below. Thanks. Bye for now.